People are always saying, oh, I hate Trump because he's so divisive. No, he's not. Your media is divisive. Your media is the one that's making you believe in a reality that does not exist, which is why so much of what you say online or anywhere else is easily thwarted, debunked, or rebutted with facts and logic, because the sentiment that you have established for yourself wasn't established by you. It was established by the media that you consume, put out by people that are very, very likely being paid to fill your head with it. And that's just all there is to it. And listen, I am all about gay rights and you know, like humanitarian everything. Like I would love for us to be able to help the world and you know, everybody should, like, nobody should be homeless. Nobody should be without food. Nobody should be without medical care. I believe in all of that stuff. The problem is that there are too many people who take those narratives and those missions and they use that as a meat shield to achieve whatever ulterior motives they have for profiting themselves. Okay. And that is the problem. Too much has been going unchecked for too long. And that's what's changing now. And the people that are profiting and making generational wealth off of these narratives associated with, oh, well, we need to keep this program in place because we need to, I'm sorry, we shouldn't be like almost $1 billion for an online poll. What about an online poll costs like $850 million, folks? Let's be real about it. Where do you think the money's really going? Why do you think that there are so many people in Congress and throughout our government who are making $100, $150, even $200,000 a year, and 5 years later they're worth tens of millions of dollars? It does not work that way, folks. The same people that are basically saying burn the rich are the same people making it rich off of those narratives directly. And it's just like, when do we take a step back and we just let go of our own arrogance? And we say, because listen, you know, I've been critical of Trump, like the meme coins and all the bullshit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that. I'm not for that. I get it to some extent. It's to basically show the world, listen, the old guard is gone. This is the new guard. Have fun, right? I get that. But it's just like, you know, there are things that I don't agree with. I mean, we have to also remember Trump was the guy who was pushing the Bitcoin tax. You know, I was so pissed at Trump when he launched the crypto taxation and all of that. And I'm like, man, that's disgusting. And I honestly, I think now that he understands it, I'm hoping he reverses it. He should. But you know, I don't know. I don't know. I do believe that what they're doing right now is in efforts to balance the budget, cut $1 trillion in spending. I think Elon said they're cutting $4 billion a day, 7 days a week in wasteful spending and fraud. Why is half the country, why is it that you can take any big political issue and you instantly know where this side stands and this side stands without having to talk to any of them? That's not right, folks. That's not right. I don't feel like you should be able to, and it's like you can take somebody and they can say, well, I voted for this person, and you can know every argument they have. You can know everything they're going to say to you in a debate. You can know, because it's all programmed into them. They don't even understand half of what they're saying because it doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense in the way that when they're regurgitating it to you, thinking they're dropping bombs, and then you can rebuttal with facts and logic, and then they get all mad and start flying off the handle. It's because they don't actually understand what the fuck they're saying. That's just something they read that morning, or it's something that they heard their friends say, or it's something that their algorithm is projected onto them over and over and over again with all of these paid narratives across the board. I saw the report. Thousands of people on social media have been getting paid big money to perpetuate these various narratives associated with supporting the left. They're all being paid. And then you adopt that as your ideology because you believe that, you know, human beings should be able to do this, that, and another thing. I agree with you. That's not the real question here. The question is, what does it mean to the world when these issues are being used in dark ways or bad ways to benefit the people that are ultimately controlling the narratives that you see, that you adopt? People running around firebombing Teslas. I mean, how is that okay? And anybody with any real sense, in my opinion, regardless of the way whatever you think, I've seen now at least 10 different people on the left doing this hand raised from their breast, right? But for whatever reason, the media has programmed people to believe that this one individual is the worst human possible while everyone else goes ignored. I mean, we have to start using our thinking caps. We so many of these people claim to be academics. Well, you should remember having to put your thinking cap on in grade school, right? When does that come on and the nonsense stops? There's really no reason why we can't all work together and come to some form of compromise. But the media and the politicians don't want us to do that. Because if we do that and we actively started banding together and saying, you know what? You're on the right. I'm on the left. You're on the center. Here's what we can agree on. We need to start focusing on what can we agree on and work out from there. How do we start getting everyone together? Because the media doesn't want us working together. The media and the politicians, they don't want us talking, right? They want us all in our individual bubbles with our individualized algorithms that's constantly force feeding us a bunch of bullshit that keeps us arguing and debating without any real sensibility, okay? Because as long as we do that, they can control what happens in the polls. Well, we've just learned that only goes so far for so long.